All right. We want to welcome you guys to the Webull Leaders Monday Night Call. This is Marcy McCann. I'm on here tonight with Parker, Jada, and Danielle. And we're just going to briefly go over, the back office and the credit repair training and just really where you need to get started. So right now, Danielle, if you don't mind sharing with me like where you left off with the training or if you in fact, logged into the back office at all, I really want to be able to get some feedback from you.
I've already updated my W-4.
Okay, awesome.
And I've looked through the credit repair steps on like evaluating how to pay off the debt, because I think I told Parker before, I've paid a company about $15,000 already to fix my credit.
That's
over the past like 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm trying to do that myself now, but I'm starting with paying the debt down.
Okay, so when they said they were going to fix your credit, what exactly were they planning? Were they just planning on like repairing it, getting items removed, or did anything change in your credit?
They were working on getting things removed, but everything is done is bounced from credit collection to another credit collection to another credit collection.
So it ends up just being you having to just anyways pay the debt kind of a situation.
I haven't had to pay anything yet. Other than I was paying them, but I haven't paid any of my particular debts because a couple of them were questioned. And like I said, they just keep getting bounced around on credit agents, on different collection agencies,
That's weird. Just because I guess the way that we're learning it, I have Odie here. She just walked in right now. Just because I guess the way that we're learning about the credit repair and, with the credit system, it sounds like strange to me that would happen. Because things are so systematic right now with the system that we have access to, where we kind of know what to expect and how to respond. And then we have the letters to back it up, and the templates and everything. And so the resources is there. So that sounds really strange to me honestly, that kind of sucks that you've paid so much money and then you're still having to come in and utilize a system that, which is great because we're glad you're here. But, it just sucks that so much money was spent. And I think this is a really, really great example, Danielle, of you being able to leverage your story and your experience that you've already had to your advantage. And what I mean by that in terms of saying hey guys, I plugged into the system. I paid $20, a measly $20, $35 a month. I'm learning the stuff on my own. It's so easy. But, I don't know, Parker, I'm going to let you speak.
When she came in, it was before the price changed. It was the $49.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm blown away with her story. That is crazy. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Which is why, Danielle, you seeing results and you actually seeing an actual change in your credit report or your scores just by applying the strategies is going to be so vital to even the growth of your business once you actually do start referring people and start sharing with people, what it is that you got yourself plugged into. Even for $49.95, it's still nothing compared to the money that you've already put out and spent, So I'm just hoping for you to really, and I know that you're going to see success once you plug into it because everybody else is seeing success. Everybody else is seeing their scores increase. They're seeing stuff being removed. Odie had already over $2,000 worth of debt removed. We were just talking about this earlier today. And it's been less than a month, right, that you sent your letters off. And she's already seen, over $2,000 of debt removed. And, we're just now even more driven and more passionate about this because I was sitting on her letters for a little while. I'm just going to admit, I got started with mine. I did my little 3 things and then I love the cashback mall and I love all the other stuff that's, the income shifting, the W-4 strategies. We saw great results with just the W-4 that alone and her seeing that shift in her paycheck got me so fired up and passionate that fire just kept going to now we're at the point where, okay, we got to dive into the other stuff, which is the credit repair and things like that. So how long ago did you do the W-4 adjustment? Has it I think you've only been with us for maybe 2 weeks now.
I actually just did it in the past couple days. They told
Okay.
me it should go into effect by next week.
Okay, awesome. All right, so that should be exciting as well. I mean, even if it's, $30-$40, I mean, that's definitely going to be a huge help as well. So that's great. You went through that, and then you're going to see results from that. And honestly, just by you seeing results from that and seeing that change in pay, or change in the amount of taxes they take out, it should really be used as testimony, moving forward. But I know your primary focus is, let's get the results on the credit report, on the scores, and then we'll go from there. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Just close all this out. All right, so, and obviously the more you click around in the back office, you'll obviously be able to stumble across the credit repair. Parker, do you want to share some nuggets or some tips or some things that kind of has helped you, like with your credit repair portion of it, and like your first round of letters, like, and then also your results, just if you want to share that with Danielle.
Well, I've been in it in MyEcon since November of last year, right? I quit for a couple weeks and I came back, of course, but I've managed to increase my credit score right at 100 points
Already. And you've
Yes.
only, now let me ask you this, is this with just the first round of letters?
Yes. Yes. Everything I disputed besides the student loans were removed the first
Okay.
time.
Now,
Yeah.
did you get anything back stating, well, okay, this is your debt, we verified it? Did you get any letters back?
Last time I mailed letters off, that did happen one time. Yes. I'm in the process now of printing out the other forms and getting those sent off to do that.
Okay, that's awesome. Man, I really wanted Kimberly on here as well, because Kimberly had said that she had some nuggets on like how she's getting her scores up even more with some strategies that her grandma was showing her as well, in conjunction with MyEcon stuff. So and then Jada, like, how difficult is like the forms itself? Because I mean, I can go ahead and click around and just show Danielle really quick like where to go. But I guess we could just do that now. If you maybe want to share, like, was it like a difficult process? And then obviously we all know that we've just got to go through the training at the end of the day, right? To really understand what we're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't difficult at all. I mean, like for me, I just went through like the first few videos and then printed off my reports, of course, and saved them as a PDF. And then, learning how to read your reports is really important. And then like the only other problem that I had was finding out that your account numbers are not going to be on every single report. So with that being said, you just use the other account numbers that are on your other reports. And you just have to kind of like match stuff up. So there is a little bit of work with that part of it. But the overall, like just plugging in your account numbers and, the collection agency names and things like that, it's super simple. I mean, it's like copy and paste if you use the Google spreadsheet.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I mean, it's really, I mean, it's just simple. It's copy and paste mostly. And then if you have questions, of course, you're going to have questions pop up and you can always reach out to the team,
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So I love that it's really really that simple. So once you log in, I'm just going to show Danielle really quick. You're going to click on income shifting, which is right next to the get started tab. Cause you see right at the bottom there is that corrected W-4 education, which is usually where we want people to start if they're working a 9-to-5, so that they can start making those adjustments on the W-4. And, within a couple weeks of joining, see that results, just, in their pay. And then of course, the next thing is coming over to income shifting. Well, you can also keep scrolling down, I guess, and then clicking on the My Credit System down at the bottom. But this is really what you ended up investing in, was the income shifting membership, this whole package right here. So this is really what you have access to, which is the credit repair system, the cash flow manager, which is the app that you can actually download on your phone and start tracking all your expenses. that you're going to end up, reporting at the end of the year, since now, you're a 1099 with MyEcon, and you can complete a 1040 and then, report all these expenses, everything from your cell phone to internet, gas, anything that is basically business related, and things like that. So we'll go into that on another training, but let's focus right now on the credit system. You've obviously got the travel portal, Cashback Mall, which Jada came up with some amazing things with Cashback Mall. Apparently Cashback Mall is free. Like, people can actually join the Cashback Mall for free, and then you can still get, and that's a whole, I'm just like, and then we've got the, I think the financial freedom videos. Is that what the investment education is, Jada?
Yeah, that's the investment videos.
Okay, so that's cool. So this whole entire thing right here, which is this package, the income shifting membership, is really what you invested in. The credit repair only being one of the benefits. So you click on the My Credit System, and the very first thing you want to do is obviously go through the introduction video. You're then going to go ahead and click on the 750 credit plan. And then here is basically the course. So this is the course page. And these are broken down in 10 modules. It looks like there's an additional module here that's just an introduction to an income shifting strategy. But these first 10 right here is everything related to the credit plan. All right. And obviously you want to start off with the introduction. The dispute letters are in module 4. It explains the difference between disputing your items online versus doing it through certified mail. I don't know if you know this, Danielle, but I was always told, go on creditkarma.com, just dispute it as many times as you can. Eventually, it's going to fall off. Yeah, that didn't work. I just kept, disputing, and they just say it's going to fall off eventually. But there's a huge difference between that and doing it via certified mail. And this video explains it to you. It's very important to go through this. Then, of course, it tells you how to dispute your letters. It gives you all the addresses for each of the different credit bureaus. And on the next lesson, I want to say this is where it basically goes over negative payments, things like that. And then these are the dispute letters. When you click on the PDF, it's not going to give you the version that you can edit. You have to click on the second one, which is the Doc X. And then it's going to open up a Word document for you. You enable editing, and this is where if you definitely want to read these instructions first. You're not going to send these or the first page in, but you're going to come over to dispute letter 1, and this is what you're going to edit. So your information goes in there, all of your personal info, the date, the name of the credit bureau, and the address. And then here's where you want to start listing all of the collection accounts that you want disputed. Now, it does give you an option to add some lines. So if you click down here, like on the actual document, you can add.
I don't think it's showing us, Marcy.
No.
Oh, really? Did I share my screen with you guys?
Yeah, it's just, it stopped at the downloads whenever you downloaded it.
Oh.
I just thought I'd tell you before you went all through that.
Oh, gosh. Where are we at? We're right here. Okay, can you guys see that now?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Thanks, Jada. Good looking out. I'm over here having, okay, so basically, right here, this is what, once you download that document, the DocX, this is the instructions page. So this is the very, very first page that tells you exactly what you want to send. Dawn, it said I have to send 2 copies, Odie. Look, include a copy of 2 forms of ID when sending dispute letters. We only send a copy of our driver's license.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna resend. That's just like,
No, you don't have to resend it. I sent mine with just 1 copy and they received it.
I don't know, but I'm thinking there's got to be a reason why they tell us 2 forms of ID, probably for certain, like maybe Experian is not as strict as TransUnion, for example. I don't know. Anyways, guys, so we just realized that we've just sent out our dispute letters with 1 form of ID. So Please try to follow the instructions. Don't do what we did, even though she's got stuff that's coming off her report, which I don't know how, but it's happening. So 2 forms of ID, of course, driver's license, and then, you know, a utility bill, water. It's gonna irk now because I'm so like, ugh, things have to be done right. Then, of course, you want to make sure that you can dispute, you know, you can dispute up to 20, but no more than 20. So this first instruction sheet is not, you know, it's definitely something you want to read, but you don't have to send that. Of course, you definitely don't want to send that. The dispute letter is right here. So simple, just edit your information, your address, your social, date of birth, today's date, the date that you're going to, you know, fill this out, and then the credit bureau and the credit bureau's address. And then you don't do anything here. This is what you're going to, you know, edit, is this table right here. So you're going to, as you can see, you can actually, so like 1 main, and make sure that it's in black, because you're going to edit it and it's just going to like type in red. But you can obviously, you know, since it's Word, you can edit it and just put it in black. So let's change the color to black. There we go. And then, of course, the account number. Now, what Jada mentioned, she had said that there's like each credit report might, like one main financial might be an Experian, and then it's also on TransUnion, but then the account numbers are different. That's what you mean, Jada?
No, they just won't have any account number at all.
Or they won't have an account number.
Yeah, there won't be like any account number at all. So like what you have to do is just match up from one report to the other. I like to use sticky notes. I like to use sticky notes and then like stick on like on the very edge of it where you can like actually like kind of use it as a tab and like write down as you're going through it like the name of that creditor and like all the information you want to write down, the name, the account number, and then that way you don't have to like sit there and search. If you have 80 some papers, you don't have to sit there and search through 80 some papers trying to find that one particular thing.
So what helped you, Odie? Because I mean, I'm just gonna take
and
my
then also the spreadsheet
right
too.
And the spreadsheet, yeah, which I'm gonna show you that. So what technique did you use? I don't know if you want to like put your face in so that, you know, people can actually like see the person talking.
Well, our report was that we only had like probably 20 things to dispute, so it wasn't much. So I just made notes right next to each creditor. Like if they didn't have an account number, then I just highlighted them different colors.
Oh, so you just used like the different, you matched up each thing with the different colors. So like yellow was yellow, that type of thing. Okay. But that's a cool strategy. But definitely for people that have a more difficult time, you know, like going between the different pages, can download the spreadsheet, which I think it's a pretty cool tool as well. So it's a spreadsheet that downloads right into Google Docs, right? Or right into Excel. I'm going to show you.
It's on Google. It's on Google too.
On Google too.
Or well, it's Google Sheets, I think is what it's called.
So let me go over. I'm just going to share my screen. So
I think it's on the next module.
The next module. So let's go. They've got the goodwill letters in here. And again, you know, the really cool thing, Danielle, is each of these videos explain to you exactly what each of those documents, what each of those forms is to be used for. And the awesome thing with this is, I mentioned before, Jade she like helped out some friends and family members already. Like people know that she's able, you know, that she had fixed her credit, and they're just like, hey, you think you can help me with mine? And so the cool thing is this knowledge is not only empowering you, but it's empowering you to the point where you can now help friends and family members as well, you know, fix their credit. And people talk, you know, they're gonna be like, oh, so did you guys know Danielle helps with credit repair now? And Danielle can just come back and say, did you know I charge $100 per letter? So where are we at? They talk about trade lines, how to add new trade lines. Let's go over. Oh, it's the next module, right? Maybe
yeah,
module
it
5.
should have been.
Module 5 or module 6?
Let's see.
Trade lines.
Sorry, I don't know where you're at. It's kind of small on my end.
Unless I totally skipped it.
You may have. I think it's like it's in the paragraph somewhere. Like it's kind of hard to see a little bit.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So right here, credit dispute spreadsheet. So it's actually in module 3B. This is what the spreadsheet looks like. So let me go ahead and make sure that I share my screen for the spreadsheet. Let's see, where are we at? This is actually really, really user-friendly, extremely user-friendly. So as you're going through and you're filtering through your credit reports, you want to make sure that, like, I like how it's listing here, like all the Equifax. So you'll put Equifax, you'll put the account number, the date that it was pulled. Now, how do you know? This is kind of confusing because where would you put?
It's right there where it says
down here. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So it's in these little tabs at the bottom. Oh, this is nice. So you'll click on Equifax and then the creditor name, the account number, derogatory type. Ooh, and letter sent. Look how cool that is.
I think you can just use the numbers too, like where it says 2, foreclosure, 8, late payment. You can like just type in the number and it'll automatically pop up.
Oh, nice. And then it tells you like when you sent the letter, the date it was mailed, and the status. And then creditor's address and all that stuff. So this is a really, really cool tool to also use so that you're not so confused and you're keeping track of everything. This is also awesome for if you're helping somebody else fix their credit. And you can use this tool and you can actually share this with them and show them, listen, this is what we disputed. This is where the process is at. So that's also another cool thing. So I like that. So yeah, you know, and then I don't know if there was any other tips. I'm going to kind of stop share. I don't know if there was any other tips. She got a new puppy.
Oh.
Hold on.
No, how cute.
Her name is?
Her name is Maxie Rosie.
Maxie Rose.
Oh.
She's Chihuahua and
She's a Chihuahua.
what was he? Mixed? Yorkie. Chihuahua Yorkie mix.
And she likes to eat paper. He grabs paper for somebody and likes to sit down and lay with somebody.
All right.
No.
Came over, made himself extremely comfortable. But I'm going to go ahead and just kind of ask if there was any tips like, you know, Parker or, you know, since you guys, that's my affirmation. If there was, you know, any tips that, okay, that's a family photo. Thank you. Go, Mama's going to put you to bed. If there was any additional tips that you guys want to just give Danielle really quick. And also, Danielle, if you have questions for us, like, I know it's kind of a lot of information, or it might seem that way, but definitely shoot us with any questions because we want to kind of hear from you and how you're feeling, you know, with this whole process and etc.
It's a little better now. I came across that training, the one that was titled the 702 at the top, the picture, or 720.
Yeah.
I came across that before, but I didn't remember where to find it. So thank you for helping me find it again because I flipped through all of them before. But I'm really slow at this process, so I'm one of those. It takes me a long time to get everything in because I go over it so many times because I have to make sure I understand it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it. I know that Jada and I were doing we were hoping to, you know, incorporate like this little credit repair dream team thing. But what I really want to do is I think for the next couple of weeks, I really want to just focus on getting people started with their dispute letters. So what I would do is maybe what we can do is set some tasks and we can tell the team, hey guys, go ahead. This is where you go download your report, your credit reports, and then bring them to the next call. And like actually sit with everybody, have them, you know, with their credit reports on the call, and we can go through it and they can like, you know, ask questions. And I would even like if we can just all be on our laptops and just open up that spreadsheet and like just take, you know, 30 minutes to 45 minutes and just start like typing in all of the information. I don't know. Does that sound like too much, like too hands-on, guys? Like you let me know because I'm just thinking of like literally taking everybody like by the hand. Go download your credit reports. And then if they're having issues with downloading the credit reports, I don't know if you want to set up a separate call and just do it with them, or just leave it up to them to actually go and do that first step. And then once they've done that first step, have them come to the call with their reports, just as a team. Because I know confidentiality and people's information and stuff like that too, is one of those things as well. I don't know. What do you guys think, Jada, Parker? I'm gonna ask Odie as well.
I think opening that up for people that may have trouble like downloading their credit reports and things like that is good. Because like I was helping my aunt and we brought up her credit reports, and for some reason like it didn't give her the option to save it as a PDF, and we didn't have the option to print them right there either. So we didn't want to miss out on having the opportunity to like have a free credit report, like actually get your hands on your free credit report.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing or having to do was, how you can screen record?
Yeah.
I actually went through and flipped up the thing and like actually started screen recording, because we weren't going to get a PDF version of the credit report. So maybe like being with people whenever they do that is like a good thing, so that way we can make sure that they don't like lose their credit report.
Yeah.
But just having that option available is nice.
Yeah. I think everybody coming together as a team will be good. But again, I'm just thinking, I wonder if, because I know we talked about the credit repair dream team, now that Odie's like a lot more comfortable obviously now also doing it and stuff, but the risk of having people's information like that in our hands is the reason that I initially was like, maybe we should kind of back off on doing the reports, like printing the reports for people and then doing the actual letters for them. Because we were at a point where, and I'm going to tell Parker this, like where we basically were like, listen, we're just going to create this credit repair dream team and we're just going to do the letters for people so they can actually start sending off the first round of letters. But then you risk, information being people's social security, people's date of birth, like, I don't know. And I think the other thing is we were going to just go through like I don't know, regardless, it was still going to be information being crossed over, So I don't know if you have any ideas for how we can like really help the team and like really get them going, or just kind of push them to say, listen, go download your credit reports and then bring them to the next call.
If you have any questions about your letters, so you just go now, and then we can go through all the reports and what to put and what to put in.
But that would mean you have to pull up someone's actual credit report, though. You know what I mean? But if they're on a team call, that's still their information being exposed, like their social, all their collection accounts. Like some people don't want that stuff out there.
Well, then they can just basically you just do it right now. Like you just know where to find the letters and what to put where. And it's easy.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I think that I mean, if anybody's worried about their information being shared or anything like that, don't bring any personal stuff, But I think that you should open up like in the team chat or in the team, well, either in the team chat or like make a post in the group and do like a questions and answer type post. And then whatever questions people have, they can come to the call and they can get some of their questions answered or different things like that. We could even set up a thing like where we actually like, schedule tasks for different people to do. Like on this task, you bring your credit reports, and if you have any questions, we can go over them. You don't have to share them to the screen or anything like that, but we go over them. Give them a task to do that's going to put them in the right position to, see success the following week.
For sure. Yeah. So let's do this. We'll do like an 8-week. We'll do like an 8-week thing. We'll call it the 8-week run, where like you start off week 1. The first thing is, we're going to go over annualcreditreport.com, like how to, I don't know if we should just kind of give them the instructions where to go, and then go download the credit report and then bring your credit reports to the next call or to the first call, right? And then we'll go over exactly how to read each report and what to look for, that type of thing. So we'll go over that. And then the following week, we'll do another thing where we say, okay, now we want you guys to have the letters maybe printed out type of thing, you know, or the spreadsheet. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug your information on the spreadsheet. So this is what we need you guys to do. Bring that spreadsheet with you. Like, let us know how many, you know, items you're going to be disputing. And then kind of like, well, I'll brainstorm some things. And then, I don't know, you know, I kind of like, I'm going to ask you to like to give your input, and Jada and everybody else. Oh, Odie, you hear what she said? She said, I charge. Girl, what you over here like, I charge. But see, this is, I just, you know, and this is what Jada and I were going to do this, and we were just going to charge, like, you know, separate from their MyEcon membership. But the thing is, guys, it's like, at the end of the day, these people have joined us in business. They've locked arms with us for a reason. And so, like, I've been twirling with this in my head for a little while. And, you know, after several conversations, after several conversations that even Jada and I had, he's so big, he's like in her face too. He's a big old dog. Look at him. He's so cute. You know, we're just going to take people by the hand and just get it going. Because, again, results speak. You know, results is like your testimony. Once you're seeing results, and that's really what gives you that passion and the drive to just keep pushing forward. So let me, and that's another thing.
Because it might be easier for them to be like, oh, I already signed up, let me just get a call with you, and not even take the time.
Not take the time to go through the training. So yeah, that's going to be the first task, is we want people, when they come in, go through the W-4, make the adjustment. If you work a job, that's the first thing that you want to do, is go through that W-4 training. Make that adjustment on your W-4, because right off the bat, within a couple weeks of joining, you're already going to see a change just in your pay. Well, even if it's $20, $30, that's going to help you, you know. Now that fire has been lit up. Now you're like super excited because you're like, oh, snap, I'm making an extra $20, $30 on my paycheck. Like, this is amazing. Next thing, he's like all up in there too. That dog is like, he's not playing, Jada. Then the next thing is like the credit, you know, the credit thing. But we're going to take some time to focus on the credit. And I think what we're going to do is we'll just launch this thing on Wednesday. And I'll just say, listen, guys, Wednesday, I need you all to come to the call with your credit reports. And that's it. You know, you're not welcome to the call if you don't have your credit report, like straight up. If you ain't got your, and I'm going to make you show me the credit report too. You can cover your information, but you're going to show it to us on the screen. And then what we're going to do is go through the different, you know, analogies and things like that. And let's do it. Let's work through it, you know? Thoughts, guys, questions? Daniel, any questions? Tobias?
For like the first letter, or should I do like?
That'll be for the first round of letters. Yeah, so if we can get people sending their first round of letters off, that would be awesome. And they're going to feel so much better too. I know Parker's already done his first round. You've done yours. I've done mine. Jada's done hers.
I have to do my second.
You're already on your second round of letters. So yeah,
I was going to say some tips, like to be thinking of doing is, like if you have like a spouse, or if you have like a mother or father or somebody like that has good credit history already, and they have like a credit card that they can add you to as an authorized user. They don't have to give you a credit card or anything like that, but if they give you that option, you can have all that good credit history that they have built up, it'll come on over to you. And another thing is you can do that with your kids too. So like, you know, if you're building yourself your own credit and you're getting a positive, you know, positive remarks with your credit cards and everything, you can add them to those.
Wait, how old does your child have to be before you can add them?
It just depends on the creditor, the credit card, different things like that. I think Capital One is pretty lenient. They could be a toddler and you could add them to it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
So you just have to call and like talk to him about it.
I was doing interviews in Orlando. I'm sorry that I missed the whole chunk of the seminar and the speaking because I was out there doing all the talking, doing interviews. So I definitely missed a lot. Like I was in Odie and Heather and Jackie and them and everybody. They were like in the, you know, conference room and listening to all this good information while I was out getting interviewed. So, you know, I did miss out on that.
Now, like if you don't have somebody to like add you to to like be an authorized user, there's also the trade lines that you can look into as well. I think that's in the back office in the modules. I'm not very familiar with those, but I think that I don't think you stay an authorized user for very long. And I think you have to pay to become an authorized user using those trade lines. But it's important you can use them like whenever you're going to like buy a house or something like that, and you need that history. And you want it to show like right away. You can go ahead and like you can pick the company. They'll show you all the information on the credit card, all that stuff. So
okay, that's good. That's good stuff. See, guys, I've been with MyEcon since August last year, and I'm still learning. So don't feel bad. Seriously, don't feel bad. Like, it is a lot of information, and I totally get it. I really do. Like, I try to like light some, fire like matches under people's butts, but then I'm like, all right, Marcy, you need to get to it. Okay. You need to get to it as well. Any questions, Tobias? Like, how are you feeling? Tobias, do you work at a bank? I shared that story with the guy that notarized my papers today. I shared that story with him. And I said that I have somebody on my team right now, actually, that he also works at a bank, and he's, definitely like going to be killing this business, because I know he will be killing it. Because then the guy was telling me, he said, Marcy, like, I talk to so many people that come in here and they try to get approved for loans and stuff, and they can't because their credit's jacked up. And he said, definitely send me info. Like, I first want to get started with just like the credit repair education. I first want to dive in there and just learn this stuff by myself and just like see my scores increase. He says, but I definitely see potential here just for like my clients that get declined because they don't have the right, scores and whatever. So yeah, definitely excited about that guy.
Right. Yeah. And, in the part of the bank that I work in, I don't deal with customers, but just the employees that I work with working at a bank, we don't even talk about the financial literacy in our own banks. It's pathetic.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it sounds great. I jumped on a little bit late because I got out of work just now. But I've heard what Jada was saying about adding an authorized user to help rebuild their credit. They don't have to actually have a credit card and all that. You just do it anonymously, add them on, and be like, hey, how my score go up, right? So,
yeah.
But I definitely think it would be a great idea, especially for some of the newbies. What you guys were talking about. Again, I jumped on late about doing like just little strategy calls as far as like, okay, print your credit report. As you and I talked about, right? It's not that I don't want to educate myself, because I'm all about self-education. It is just very overwhelming getting all these emails and likes and join this call, join that call, and you're like, damn, did I miss this call, and was there something on that call? Or like I told you, I started to look for the letters and I got lost. I couldn't find my way back to the letters, the templates, right? So I think this would be a great motivator for some that do just get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, yes, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, though. Like Odie said in this background, I mean, just like our sorry, you call it my new hire, she never even logged on, right? So people aren't even logging on, right? So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's definitely we'll kick it off on Wednesday. We'll do that. I'll put a little post together in the training group. And guys, between Jada, Parker, like you guys, I see, for me at the end of the day, like, I don't want to be the only one in these groups, like, posting stuff and, like, putting things out there. I'm just going to let you guys know, like, it would be nice if you guys took the leadership and, like, just did some things. Like, I would be like, yay, get it. Because I don't want to be – we build leaders. Like, I tell Jada this all the time. Like, I love when people step forward and, like, they take ownership of, like, the team and their business, and they share stuff and, and – stuff like that. So whatever we discuss even on this call, like, if you guys have ideas of how we can streamline this process for all the newbies coming in, and how we can launch this thing, like, definitely, like, either shoot me a message or post it in the group, or, like, if you have an idea, share it with me. Say, hey, you think this is good, can I go ahead and post? Just post away, guys, and share, like, your knowledge and things, because I'm one person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one person. And if we all just come together as a team and we're just collaboratively just, like, killing it and really motivating our downlines and our new signups, then that's what it's all about. Like Tobias, that's kind of like your thing now with Alicia. Like, you got to get her motivated, get her plugged in, And so I think, like, when she's seeing you take the lead, even in the groups, it's going to motivate her. because at the end she joined you.
Right.
The same thing with Jada. Like Jada has people that join her, and they join her for a reason. Now they come on the Facebook group and all they see is my face. Like, no. They Parker, you too. You got people sign up under you, you know. So these people want to see you guys like actively involved in doing stuff, and it's gonna motivate them too. They're like, oh snap, there's my sponsor, there's my upline, like doing her thing or doing his thing, you know. So definitely, guys, like I'm open to you guys just kind of like taking the lead on things and, you know, just doing your thing. Because that inspires me too, believe it or not. Like I get inspired from you guys and vice versa. Like we inspire each other, you know? So yeah, Wednesday, I'm excited. I'm going to put a little post together. You guys, if you have ideas, like definitely share it with me in the chat or even just post it in the group, you know? And yeah.
I did want to mention something real quick, Marcy, for anybody that, like Parker, I know that you've already put in your letters. I don't know about you, Tobias, but, and I know Odie has, but if anybody plugs into the investment videos or anything like that, I'm starting to get it plugged into them as well. I went through like the terminology of all of it, but I think that it's good to like have like a few people doing it at once, you know, so that way we can collaborate and talk about it, or, you know, if things come up. But there's some really, really good stuff back there. And like, you know how like they say MyEcon wants to create 1 million millionaires. And this is like the investment side of it. That's how they plan to do that. That's how that like, and so like that was why it was like, you know, looking at it and then going over the videos, I was like, man, I just need to keep plugging into this and learning. Yeah. And like the first video, I had like 5 pages of just notes with the terminology, and they broke it down so easily. But I would just love to like, you know, go back and forth with someone and learning how to do all this. It'd be nice.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
But I didn't know, like, if Odie does or Parker or Tobias, like, if you guys do it, just hit me up and let me know.
Yeah. Parker's like, I'm on it, girl. I'm on it.
Somebody better be.
He's already nodding his head over there, girl. I got you. See, and that's the thing. Like I was saying, like even with Tobias and Alicia, like I see them as dynamic duo. But again, you know, since Tobias got started with this first, it's, you know, he's kind of like the leading force now with Alicia, and he's got to like push and even motivate her and stuff. So, you know, just you surrounding yourself with us, Tobias, like the ones that have already done the letters kind of thing, allows you now to kind of like, it almost pushes you now to, I got to get on it. And then you get on our page and now you've done your letters and now Alicia's motivated, and it's just a ripple effect. It just really, really is. So, you know, I'm excited for that. So Wednesday for sure, 9 p.m., you know, 9 p.m. sharp, guys. I promise. This time I'm not going to decide to go on a Facebook Live with Christina Delgado like 30 minutes before I'm supposed to go on the team call. And then you guys just bring your dispute letters. Oh gosh, bring your credit reports. I will put, you know, in a, I don't know, we'll brainstorm, but I'll put where you guys will go download it and everything else. And once downloaded, just bring it to the call on Wednesday, and then we'll just plug through it. So yeah.
Yeah, I meant to actually print mine before I left work, because I just did mine on Friday, sent it to work so I could print all 100 pages to start reviewing it.
Oh, nice. Oh, 100 pages?
Well, yeah, it was like, yeah, it was pretty big. I got a lot of credit history.
Oh, well,
a lot of cleaning up to do. Yes.
A lot of cleaning up to do. Yeah, I hear you. So, okay, cool. So let's do that Wednesday, 9 p.m. I'll go ahead and post this recording on the YouTube channel, and then once it's uploaded, I'll share it in the group as well, but I'll share it in the chat, honestly. So that's what I'm going to do, and then you guys can go review the replay or send it to your downlines, whoever, you know, couldn't hop on tonight. But yeah, guys, thanks for hopping on. Any other questions, Danielle? How you feeling? How you doing?
A little overwhelmed still, but better than before.
Okay, good. All right. Well, see, Tobias, you're not the only one, my friend. So, all right, guys. Well, have a great night. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.